My name's Renato Pici. I'm 5'8". Right now I'm weighing about 180.
Okay, bud. If you can tell us what division you compete in and talk about your workout today, the movements you did, and what you like about each movement.
So I'm competing in the classic physique division, Class B. I'll be doing the North Americans in 2 weeks, and then the Ironman, the qualifier, in 5 days. And that one I'll be doing bodybuilding and classic physique. So yeah, today's workout we did chest and tris. So I started off with just to warm up. I started off with some cables, just about 3 sets. That wasn't an actual movement. Did about 3 sets there, and then we moved on to incline Smith machine. That was our first movement. Did probably about 2-3 warm-ups and then 2 working sets. No drop sets or anything like that. My coach doesn't want me doing drop sets or supersets or anything like that. He wants me to keep the volume low right now just because we're already in shape. So we just want to keep that muscle full. My coach is Jared Little. He's from Toronto, Canada. And then after that, we moved on to, I believe, a flat chest press machine over here. It's like a cable flat chest press. I really liked it. We used to have it at my old gym. I saw it right away. I knew I wanted to do it. It's one of my favorites. I think we just, since we're already warm, we just did 3 warm-up sets, or no, 3 working sets there to failure. And then after that one, we moved on to an incline chest press. I usually like to do like 2 incline and then 1 flat just to focus on the upper chest more. I did about 3 sets there. 1 warm-up, 2 to failure. After that, it was dumbbell flies. I finished off with 2 sets there, just because our chest is already worked up and everything. So we just did 2 sets to failure there with dumbbells. It was on like a slight incline. And after that, we did triceps. I started off with the straight bar push down. Did about 2 warm-up sets and then 2 working sets to failure. No drop sets, nothing like that. Just 2 heavy sets to failure. After that, I did dips. 3 sets there. Only 3 sets because I was already warmed up. 3 sets to fail. 2 of them were about to failure. The first one was a warm-up. And then the last thing I did for triceps was the overhead extension. It's like a French press, I think they call it. I saved that one for last just because I can really get a good stretch and stretch it out. I did 4 sets there to complete failure, and that was about it for the workout.
Yeah, everyone seems to like that tricep machine. I see a lot of guys when they're here in this gym, they seem to always go for that. I noticed that when you were doing your sets, but you really, first I want you to explain, like, working with your coach, you're still going pretty heavy, even though you're not going high reps. Explain that. And I noticed you were really, as opposed to some guys, like you were really pushing through those last like few reps, man. I noticed that. You want to explain that, and like with that?
Yeah, like I said, just because we're 2 weeks out doesn't mean we want to back off the weight. Whatever style of training I used in the off season to put the muscle on is what I want to keep doing in pre-contest. Even if we're 2 weeks out, we still want to push the weight and try to keep the volume low, just to keep that muscle fullness. You don't want to do, I see too many guys doing like a lot of high reps, and then I feel like that tends to flatten out the muscle, and we don't want that, especially this close to a show. But also we want to be cautious, you know. If something doesn't feel right, I won't push it. I'll stick to a weight that I know I'm comfortable with, but I can still push it to complete failure, to completely exhaust the muscle. And yeah. Yeah, no PRs or anything like that. Definitely not.
Now, off camera, bud, we were talking about how you have a very easy time getting lean and stuff. Can you go over what your diet was like for this prep, and how it is dieting down your metabolism and stuff like that?
Yeah, so this is my 3rd prep. So obviously, being my 3rd prep, it's a little bit easier than the first one. The first one, I really had to kill myself to really get in shape. Because once you really get in shape, then after that it just gets easier and easier. But yeah, for me, I have a fast metabolism, so I can get away with eating a little bit more than most people and doing a little bit less cardio, and I'll get lean. Right now, the lowest my carbs got were about 100, which is right now I'm at 100 grams of carbs. That's the lowest I ever got. My cardio, the highest I ever got to was 40 minutes, 6 days a week on the Stairmaster. And recently we've been backing off just because I already been in shape. I've been stage ready for about a week or two now. So my coach and I decided we back off the cardio a little bit and increase the calories just to give the body a little bit healthier look and fill out a little bit towards the end. Yeah.
What's your split like?
So my split right now, I do 3 days on, 1 day off, and I feel like that's perfect for me. Just because after 3 days, I feel burnt out. I don't want to train after 3 days, so I'll do my weak body part is back, so I'll do 2 back days a week. So I always start my split with a back day, and I'll start with like a thickness day. So it'll be like back thickness, and then I'll do chest tries, and then hamstrings and calves, and then off, and I'll start with back again, but it'll be like a lat focused day. So it'll be back focused on lats, and then shoulders, biceps, and then quads. So I have two leg days and two back days, and then chest, shoulders, and arms in between.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit. I know we had talked. You said you did play some sports in high school and stuff. Tell us how you got into bodybuilding, or what kind of drove you into it, and what you like about the industry and competing, bud.
When I was younger in high school and in elementary school, I played a lot of sports. I played basketball, soccer, but I was a real skinny kid. And what got me into bodybuilding was actually my brother. I saw him beef up when I was in high school, and I was like, I want to be like his size. But once I started weightlifting, I realized that I can't really be playing sports and trying to get in the gym and work out at the same time because it's kind of productive. I'm burning way too many calories. I'm not putting on weight, especially with my metabolism. So I kind of just had to quit playing sports and just focus on bodybuilding. That way I could eat more and put on weight easier. What I like about bodybuilding is just the challenge for me. Every day, getting up, doing my cardio, eating my meals, seeing my body change.
Okay, bud. So with your metabolism being so fast, we were talking off camera that you think you put on around about 10 pounds. Like, was it challenging for you to put, since your last time you competed last year, was it challenging for you to put the weight on? Because I know for a lot of guys, when you have such a metabolism, it can be difficult to put muscle mass on.
So yeah, for me, it's a little bit more of a challenge to put on weight than actually lose body fat. I had to really up my calories this off season. My coach had me eating about 5,000 calories, maybe a little bit over. A lot of carbs, about 800 grams of carbs. A lot of like simple stuff like peanut butter, jelly, bagels, English muffins, stuff that's easy to eat. Because for me, I can't do the whole typical chicken, rice, beef, rice, and potatoes and eggs and oatmeal like 6-7 times a day. I can't do that, so I have to eat a lot more simple foods, I guess. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. No, that's all good. So, what's it like going into your first national show, bud? How are you feeling? Like, you nervous, or how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited about it. After last year, I thought I was just only going to do one show. I was like, I'm just going to do this show, see how I do, and that's going to be it. But since I did so well, I won overall in the bodybuilding and classic. I was like, okay, well, let me see what I can do on the national stage. So I'm excited to go up against some guys to see where I stand, really. I'm still about 10 pounds under my weight cap. I'm about, like I said, I'm 180. My cap is 190. So we'll see how I stand next to these. They're going to be a little bit bigger than me, but I feel like with my conditioning, I can stand next to them and possibly make them even look smaller than me. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, man, your conditioning and your structure and your aesthetics and stuff, I mean, your waist is non-existent. So go ahead and if you want to thank anyone, family, friends, coach, anyone else, bud, here you go.
Yeah, first I'd like to thank my coach, Jared Little. He's been awesome. He's there every day pushing me, texting me, making sure I'm doing my cardio, eating all my meals, making sure I'm on top of everything, my posing. He's a really hands-on coach. I guess he'll text me like all day. He's awesome. I couldn't do it without him. And then I'd like to thank my buddy O'Neill. He's really been helping me out with my posing, which was a weak area, like a weak point I needed to focus on. He's been there for me as well, so I'd like to thank him. And then just family and friends that have been showing support and love throughout this whole prep. I'd like to thank them. And yeah.
Well, we will be checking, see how your show goes this weekend for the Flint, and then we will see how everything goes in North America. Man, Michigan will be watching. Make us proud.